Narcissists love to play the victim. They turn every situation around, make you feel guilty, and convince everyone else that they are the ones being wronged. But what if I told you that their victim act is not just a way to get sympathy, it's actually a carefully crafted manipulation tactic designed to trap you into their control. And today I'm going to expose exactly why they do it, how they use it against you, and the one thing that you can do to break free. Okay, so by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do to recognize when a narcissist is using that victim act to manipulate you, how to shut it down, and how to protect yourself from falling into their trap. Because once you see it for what it really is, you're never going to be fooled by it again. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I am a globally recognized negotiation and high conflict communication expert. I'm an attorney and the best-selling author of the book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. I have spent my entire career helping people just like you take their power back from narcissists. And today I'm revealing the real truth behind this really annoying victim act so that you can finally break free. So if you're ready to expose narcissists, take back your control, and never fall for their games ever again, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. I release powerful strategies every single day. You do not want to miss what's coming. All right, so let's talk about the truth about the narcissist victim act. Why do narcissists love playing the victim? Because it's one of the most powerful weapons that they have. It lets them deflect responsibility. They can never be wrong if they're always the victim. I call them the pearl grabbers. They gain sympathy. They manipulate people into feeling sorry for them. They control you through guilt. If you feel bad for them, you won't hold them accountable. And they rewrite history. They make you look like the villain so they get to keep their perfect image. So there are three types of victim acts that narcissists use. And this is how they use them and how it works against you. Number one is the poor me routine. They tell sob stories about how everyone has betrayed them, and they guilt trip you into doing what they want. So for example, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me. And why do they do this? Well, they know that good people don't want to see other people suffer. So they use your empathy against you. They weaponize that against you. The next kind is the innocent victim narrative. They act clueless when they hurt you. They pretend like they never meant to do anything wrong. So for example, they'll say, I had no idea that you felt that way. Oh my gosh, you're being so unfair. So why do they do it? It keeps you explaining yourself. It flips it around so that you are actually defending yourself instead of you getting your needs met, right? Instead of you having now, instead of them being held accountable, you're actually on the defensive. So have you ever confronted a narcissist and had them play dumb? What? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that you would do that. I can't believe you would accuse me of that. I call them the pearl grabbers. Oh my gosh, what? Say, I definitely have, or yes, in the comments. What happened? Let's talk about it. And by the way, if you need more support, join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, and get my free phrases for disarming narcissists at disarmthenarc.com. Have you ever met somebody, they started off to be the most charming, charismatic person you've ever met in your life, then they turned out to be your worst nightmare, and then when you go to negotiate with them, they're a living hell? Well, I developed something called the SLAY method of negotiating with narcissists, and it has helped tens of thousands of people in more than 150 countries win, go from feeling drained and defeated to getting the outcomes they want. And the reason why it works is because I spent more than 20 years studying narcissism as a trial attorney, and now I'm here to help you win too, and also take your suffering and turn it into your superpower. Take your pain and turn it into profit, peace, and purpose as a highly specialized high conflict negotiation coach. If you want to learn how to do it, then just go to RebeccaZung.com/apply and I will show you how. And the next one is the everyone is against me one. They tell everyone that they're being attacked. This is the one that, like, oh, my ex is just awful, or my parents are terrible, or my boss is always against me, everyone at work hates me. They turn others against you before you can expose them too. So this is the one that when you go into the discard phase, they make sure that they've already made sure that everyone knows that you were the one that was the awful one in the relationship, and they make sure that they get to smear you before you can get to them. Right? They take you down before you can take them down. So they get that first punch in. So they turn everybody against you right away. So they make up lies about you, and they're like, oh my God, this person is ruining my life. And why do they do it? They know that if they can get to people first and can control that narrative, then you won't have a chance to do it about them. So they want to make sure that you look like you're the problem. You are the crazy one, not them. How do you shut down this victim act without falling for their trap? First thing you got to do is stop explaining yourself. I always say never jade. I always wear jade because I'm half Chinese, but never jade. Never justify, argue, defend, or explain. Don't try to justify your actions. That's what they want you to do. And if you do that, you're going to get pulled in, sucked in, dragged into the vortex of hell. They want you to do that. And it just puts you into this focus of shifting away from you being grounded. And now you're just being dragged all over to wherever they want you to be dragged. Say, I'm not engaging in this conversation. I'm not engaging in whatever conversations. And the next thing is, do not play their game. When they start the sob stories, don't get emotional. Just say, I understand that you feel this way, but stay neutral and non-engaging. I hear you. I understand. I get it. I understand that this is your position. It stays over there. It doesn't affect you here. And then the next thing is keep a record. Narcissists twist reality. Keep texts, emails, and notes of everything they do and say. If they later try to change the story, you've got proof. Remember to get those free phrases of mine to disarm narcissists. All right, at disarmthenarc.com. Remember that if you don't fall for their victim act, or you did before and you're no longer doing it, expect them to have a tantrum, because they are sort of like toddlers in adult bodies. So they might have a little bit of a meltdown, or rage, or go silent on you. They might lash out. They might lose control. Just remember, they're always going to be the worst right before they're ready to give up. But you've got to live your life. You cannot be controlled by a toddler, okay? You've got to stop reacting, because once you stop reacting, they lose power over you. That's where they're going to move on. and find a different source of supply. And they'll actually respect you more. But that at that point, you won't even really care because you're going to respect yourself a whole lot more too. And that's when you know you've actually won. So let's recap. How do you stop falling for the narcissist victim act? You recognize the three types: the poor me, the innocent victim, and the everyone is against me. You don't explain yourself. It's a trap. Stay neutral. Don't justify. You keep records. Narcissists lie, and proof protects you. Expect a reaction. When they lose control, they're going to go have their rage, their meltdown, or go silent. But you stay firm. They can't manipulate you if you don't let them. You can decide. You have a choice to fall for the the victim act or not. And if you don't fall for the victim act, you actually can shut it down. Then they can never use it against you ever again. All right. So if this video helped you, make sure you give it a like, share it. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that now. I have so many more powerful videos coming your way, so you don't want to miss what's coming next. So subscribe and hit that bell. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. When I first launched my store at shop.rebeccazung.com, I needed a simple way to manage online and in-store sales. Shopify Point of Sale made it seamless. Shopify POS connects everything online and in-store into one system. Customers shop how they want, and my team always has the tools to get the sale done. It's proven to work. Shopify POS users see a 22% better total cost of ownership and an 8.9% sales boost on average. Want more? Check out shopify.com/negotiate, all lowercase, shopify.com/negotiate. And if you really want to take your power back, you're going to definitely want to check out my next video, which is if someone says this, they're trying to control you. So check out that video next. It's going to completely change how you see manipulation. So watch that next. And remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in that next video.